Hi guys, how are you doing? It's bright and sunny out, a Thursday for me, but of course, Saturday for you, unless you watch this next day, which, that's fine, I don't care. I did finally manage to get to this. Yeah, I also drew this today, and that's kind of cutting it close for a draw and talk, but I've been very busy this week. A lot of my time has been used for Ms. Luna hired me on to help with her MAP part for her villain's MAP, and it's been very fun. Very intense as well. It's a fight scene, so it's like, oh, everything is everywhere once again. It's been a while since I animated a fight scene. But yeah, so that's been what I've been doing this past week, and because of that, I did not have much capacity to draw for this draw and talk. I sort of just drew some scribbles for this. The first one, I believe, is a drawing of my character and my friend Casserole's character in D&D, in the D&D game that I host, which I suppose I will link that in the description. It's called Surface Scouters, and their character Wynn is the one carrying my character Fiera, just an NPC. But yeah, that's an actual thing that happened in the third session, and it was really, really good. It was a very fun thing that happened. There's like a reason that this particular happening is happening. Like the whole sitting on his shoulders and everything. It was a time, and it was great. Something I definitely didn't expect, but it has been very fun. But anyway, yeah, so that's the first drawing. And then the second drawing is a new D&D character of mine. I know next to nothing about him except that he's serious, he's a monk, and he's half-elf. That's all I know so far. We'll see where that goes. And then the third picture I draw in today's Draw and Talk is well, at first I didn't know what I was doing. It was sort of just Jaden, and then I was like, what if I drew current Jaden in first edition Jaden's outfit? So I did that, and I was like, well, that only took 8 minutes. Like, literally. And I was like, okay, well, let me just draw the rest of them. So I drew Em and Amy in their first edition outfits, but with their current edition body looks, I guess. That was very fun. I don't know when you guys are gonna get tired of seeing the first edition of Jada Chaikin character design outfits or whatever, because I seem to do that whenever I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I mean, it's fun for me, and it's very easy to do. It kind of makes me want to, redesign the first designs, but, in the same vein of that sort of superhero thing. So, not too far off, But, not for anything actual official, but just, oh, that would be fun, So it's it's not Jada Chaikin, but it's totally the first edition of Jada Chaikin characters. And here's the outfits, but looking different. But the same. So I've been considering doing that. Ooh, just remembered. So it turned out, you know how I said last week that I was waiting for the Ruby manga anthology, the first edition, to come to my home, and it was supposed to come on Saturday. Well, it ended up coming on that Friday, so it was wow, I did that whole speech about oh, I can't wait to read it and everything, and yet it was already at my home by the time Draw and Talk went up, so that was funny. I was like, oh, well, what do you know? The manga was very, very good. I loved reading it. There was even some artists in it that, because since it was Ruby Manga Anthology, more than one artist worked on it. There were a few that I recognized. Well, I'd say just one. The Mojo Jojo. That person who does a ton of Ruby fan art and got actually hired on to do, Ruby Chibi stuff. So it's I recognized him, but no one else. But everyone's art in that manga anthology was super amazing. If you're considering getting the manga anthology, definitely get it. Just if you like Ruby in general, just definitely get that manga. And if not the manga anthology, at least get Shiro Miwa's, what is it called? It's just a manga based on the 4 trailers. Shiro Miwa's art is just absolutely beautiful, and it makes me want to read their other work. Just reading the Ruby stuff in that beautiful art style, I'm man, I love this art, kind of want to get more of it. So it makes me want to read their other manga that they've done, but I'm not absolutely sure. I'm maybe it's just because I love Ruby so much, because, I don't know, I mean, Ruby's amazing, and this art style's amazing, But yeah, I'll consider taking up what their manga was eventually. I forget what it was called now, something to do with dog? Yeah, I just looked it up. It's called Dogs, Bullets, and Carnage, and capitalized dogs in parentheses 0. Not sure, but I don't know how I remembered that, because it's been a while since I looked up Shiromiwa. Oh man, I don't know about you guys, but I am starving. I've been sitting here like, man, I just want to go to Subway and get like a meatball sub. And you know, funny story. I think it was like a few summers ago, we kept going to Subway a few times, and I had a very particular order, which some people found strange apparently. I don't know, I think it's delicious. It was just a plain meatball sub with pickles, and that was literally it. Sometimes I would get cheese on it, but usually it's just like the fact that it's just meatball sub and pickles. And the girl that was working around that time, I think I came in for a second time and I ordered the same exact thing, and she was like, have you been in here before? Because, that's such a distinct order, I suppose, because everyone's like, oh, I want the turkey and the Colby Jack and whatever. I'm like, I don't even like cheese that much. So it's like, I just want meatball sub and I love pickles, so just give me that. So she looked up at me and was like, have you been in here before? And I was like, yep. And I know for a fact that if anyone like is going in to order for me to like bring it back or anything, they always get the like, yeah, that order was weird. Not weird, but it's just like, oh, that's different from what most people get. Usually it's just, the mozzarella on it or whatever. Usually not just plain pickles. But yeah, I guess that's a thing that I do. And I've just been sitting here for a few days being like, man, I really want Subway. And right now it's like, it's noon and I'm sitting here very hungry, and I'm very, very tempted to go out and just get something. I might ask my sister to go with me. I don't know yet, because I've been working on that animation for Arenia for, the past week, so it's been like, I shouldn't waste too much time doing other things. And mostly I haven't, but then, it's the thing where it's like, you don't know how badly you want something until it's gone, or like how badly you like something until it's gone. So it's like, I've been animating this stuff and I'm like, man, I want to read. Like, I'm sitting here animating and I'm like, I really want to read. Usually I'd be able to, just stop what I'm doing and go and read. But since this is like a paid thing and I don't want to not finish it, it's been like, man, I really want to read, but I can't. I need to just keep drawing. And that's been a thing that's been happening. Of course it's okay. I mean, it's a few days. I mean, it's not that bad. But as I've been doing this animation, during animating this, on the side of the screen, I've been watching Star Trek, yeah! I've been watching a lot of Star Trek. I'm, a good ways into the first season of the original series. And, I'm like, how is this show so good? How is this so good? Obviously, it's obviously also not good, but it's like, I don't know what it is. It's just like, oh, I love this show. Gosh, there's just something about it that I'm just like, this show really gets to me. I don't know. It's probably because, okay, so it's one of my mother's absolute favorite, shows that she grew up with. So it's like, I don't know, it's sort of like I kind of am relating to my mother as I watch this show. But yeah, I've been watching that. I don't know. It's made me want to watch the movies from, a few years ago, but it's like, I remember I went to the theaters to watch a few of those, and I'm like, I loved them at the time, don't get me wrong. I, absolutely loved them. But after watching the original series and then remembering all what happened in the movies, I'm like, they just changed so much. I don't know, it's just like, I don't know if I want to rewatch them, but I do want to, but I don't know, it's hard to decide if I want to ruin them by having the fresh original series in my mind as I watch the new movies. I don't know. Okay, so it seems that this video is coming to a close. I hope you enjoyed me doodling all these things. Didn't have much time this week. Once again, I apologize. I will try to do something better next week, but it's very possible I'll still be working on the animation next week, so I don't know. But anyway, I must go now. Have a lovely weekend, have a lovely week, and goodbye!